With it right here with who I started with, me something like I'm Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, 8 Central Coast mob and suicide. Only arsonist. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right. And we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. This is where the Raza hangs at. Do me a favor, beautiful Linda Raza. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and then hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, you got to hit the all button. That way you're notified every single time that we go live. We're going to go through the formalities, but of course, first and foremost, tonight we got a special town hall meeting. This is something that it got pressed on my heart, man. We got to do this in order to straighten out the issues, debunk the myths, and set ourselves up for what should be a prosperous next 4 years. People are going to start buying homes. People are going to start making investments. People are going to start saving money. People are going to start to afford things they couldn't. The people that have 3 jobs will maybe be able to go down to 2 because now they don't need the third one, etc. So overall, the Raza should be prospering in the next 4 years, but we got to get ready for what's going to be spun for the next 4 years, the tactics, the throwing shit, the deflection, and just kind of grounding ourselves, man, because the social media shit can consume you, can depress you, etc. Right? Can gaslight you, but so that's tonight at 6 o'clock. Anyone, and I mean everyone, wanting to join, as long as you're mature enough to hold a conversation, you're going to hit the link tonight in the chat. As soon as I drop it inside the chat, hit the link tonight. We got some confirmations. We're going to have none other than my brother, Cholo Trucker, will be in the house. Before you jump on the immigration town hall, go ahead and hit up Cholo Trucker a las 5. He's going to be on Los Tres Chingones Boxing. That's a great boxing channel. So, and then he's going to jump on the immigration town hall. Big Joe Castro, man, shout out to you. Mark Salinas, Southtown SD, also wanted to get in the mix. I went ahead and I tagged and I sent some messages to some people. Again, it's open to the public. We don't close no doors on Chicano Tube. All voices are welcome. All perspectives are welcome. Everyone is respected up front. That's just the way we roll. That's the way we conduct ourselves. That's the business right there. All right. So we're gonna get everything trending on YouTubelandia, mi beautiful linda raza. But hit that like, cabrones. Shout out to all the day oneers. Shout out to everyone inside the members only. The members only is the backbone of the community, man. They're the day oneers. They rock the extra couple bolas a month just to show you're down for the brown. I appreciate you, cabrones. To everyone inside that members only, I got something cooking, man. I got another pelea cooking, but I ain't gonna announce it until it's for sure. And I'm thinking I might have to just do a bare knuckle one. Let's just change it up, a little bit of different dynamic. People want extreme violence. Well, a bare knuckle one will deliver that. So let me go ahead and get into the chat. Brett Martinez, that's right, my boy. Chingado, Huelga flag, that's right, my boy. Cubole Mikey Saludos is Texas. Texas is in the building, man. Texas is going to be represented tonight. Mark Salinas will be in here from Texas. All these different regions. What I really want to kind of boil it down to is what region are you from? What are you seeing, etc. Because social media, uh, a lot of the time, is not the truth. Okay. Social media, it could be depicted as gaslighting. And so I want to ask you, okay, what are you seeing in Texas? What are you seeing in SoCal? What are you seeing in NorCal, Bakersfield, San Diego? What are you seeing? And then let's go, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some charts because people are gonna get surprised tonight when they see who's actually getting targeted. Again, that's just another social media twist, right? We think it's this, but it's really that. We'll show all the information tonight, get everyone's opinion. It's going to be a great town hall tonight. I appreciate you, cabron. Berry Sports. That's right, my boy. Did you hear about Tyson Fury again retiring for like the 10th time? He'll be back, man. People are talking about Gervonta Tank Davis fight. That would be exciting. Ryan, I think he wants to fight in Abu Dhabi, but I don't know who his opponent is. There's a couple good bites coming up, but I don't know, cabrones. Buenos dias, listo y dispuesto. That's right, my boy Machete's in the casa. And he just renamed MAGA right here for you guys, cabrones. Mexicans always get away. Oh, man. You know what I mean? We're already here, man. We ain't got to fucking swim across the Rio Grande. We're fucking already here, man. Well, a lot of us are already here. Our parents, grandparents, shit. Some of you Chicanos that are listening right now are probably third or fourth generation. So you ain't even heard the stories of the parents crossing the Pichi Rio Grande and shit like that. Hold on, gente. It's time for some Alpha Brain. And then what am I going to do today? So today, a little bit of business, a little bit of business. I'm going to run around. Got to go by a mattress store. A couple things to do. But we're going to get ready for tonight, most certainly. Most certainly. And where I gotta go is over there by Aptos, and I know they just had that fire over there at the Moss Landing. I think Moss Landing has a fire right now, so I'm gonna be very brief. When I always am, I get straight to the point, man. It's because I deal with a lot of doctores, abogados. They don't like to be bullshitted. You want to piss off a pinchy doctor and a lawyer who are driver personalities, fluff your words, and you'll see how fast you get fucking thrown down a tubo. So it shouldn't be long. And then I got to get back because the immigration towel house cracking. Los Baby just checked in the building. That's right, the 213, the 323, the 562. I appreciate you, Los Baby. That's right, cabron. Stay tapped in, cabron. La fala puro pedo besides that. Well, I mean, Dolores Huerta says she didn't even like the Latinx term herself. And she's a pioneer. She's a woman of just a pinnacle in civil rights movement when it comes to Mexicanos. She didn't like the word X. She didn't like renaming things. She liked to be Dolores Huerta, liked to be very, very traditional, just like me. And some people get upset when I call Mexico the motherland. What's the motherland? Because it was the motherland to my parents, the motherland to my grandparents, great grandparents. You know, I know we've evolved. We're obviously in a different country growing up, but that don't mean the fucking apple has to fall far from the tree. The apple ain't you know, the apple tree ain't gonna grow oranges. So don't make yourself a pinche naranja. Si eres Mexicano, own that shit, man. We're very proud people, man. Aztec warriors, a la chingada. A lot of people didn't even know this. Tenochtitlan, the Mexica city that got overrun, and the stories always go the Spaniards took them. And there's a lot of videos that say, how did 500 Spaniards overtake a city populated of millions of people? It wasn't that. It wasn't that. What happened at Tenochtitlan, gente, the beautiful city, the Mexica city, hold on, was it got 100 100,000 soldiers descended upon Tenochtitlan. 100,000. Again, this is historians count, more than one. I like to look at different ones. Usually, if you got a consensus, it might be leaning more toward the truth, right? 100,000 people descended on Tenochtitlan. And guess how many of them were Spaniards? 100,000 people out of 100,000, only 1,000 were Spaniards. So who were the other 99,000? Shit, man, I'm telling you, they were gang banging back then. I'm telling you. You know, they just didn't know. Obviously, it was called destiny. They just didn't know what was gonna, you know, with the foundation of a country was kicking off. That's what it was. You know what I mean? But again, slaughter, torture, a lot of shit that I'm never gonna downplay. That's just the history. That's why I bring people on the channel and we talk about that shit, man. Some people say it's not black eyes. Well, there's a lot of black eyes. You know, a lot of countries have bad history, man. Black eyes. You can't erase it. It just is what it is, right? You gotta accept it and move on with it, right? Los Baby Till Death laughing in hell, man. Westlos in the house, Melap. Damn. Imagine, bro. Imagine you send a couple 100 million over in a plane to another country. A country, bro, you spin that fucking globe, the ones that we used to have back in the day, the ones, on desks and shit, the globes. You spin that shit, bro. You wouldn't even know where Ukraine is, bro. You don't even know where. Now, I'm not saying anything about the P. Absolutely not. Am I saying don't help? Absolutely not. But when it comes to priority, unless it was your child serving in the military and you've been writing him letters for years, wishing for him to come home and missing your child or your husband, it won't impact you the same. You're just a fucking peanut gallery commenting on the sideline. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Where do we leave off, man? Cool, Mike, looking forward to tonight's show. That's right, Saint Cal. We're gonna talk about it, cabron. If you want to join, I don't know if you. I know you don't really go on lives like that, Saint Cal. I know you shoot content, way. I see your content, cabron. I know you shoot content. If you want to join, just to see what's going on, you're in Bakers, respectfully. A lot of the stories we'll play some clips tonight came out of Bakersfield. I would love to get firsthand knowledge. Where did they hit? Did they really go to the fields? Did they go or are they going to the jails? Are they getting the people from las fábricas, las empresas? You know what I mean? Which are just fucking just general labor, blue collar jobs. If you want to join, way, come on tonight, cabrón. Make your YouTube debut. And it's gonna be like a clubhouse kind of live tonight, man. And let's talk about it, man. The comments should be fucking wild because again, it's the Wild West. We don't block anyone. No one is blocked on the channel. YouTube will do whatever they do. We got wrenches, but let's let it go because we're talking about a situation that's sensitive. Now imagine someone chimed in and said, hey, my fucking dad got taken the other day. That's some serious shit, man. That person will automatically get the floor. You know what I mean? Because we're just on the sideline commenting. Now, let me talk about this. Man, what happened to that little thing? These little half gram pre rolls, they're like fucking two tokes. Two tokes and a thing is gone. Nah, it's like 3, 4 tokes. But let me see. So my own pops had his run-ins with ICE. My own pops was held at federal detention centers more than one time. More than one time. Mexican, never got into the streets. No, none of that shit. None of that shit. But he was a Michoacano, macho Mexican. 3 brothers, no sisters, Cualcoman, Michoacan. Came over here, always had firearms. Always. He was a collector, matter of fact. Suitcases. Suitcases. I got kind of pissed, man. Not really at mom's, you know what I mean? As soon as I got to come home and love on moms, I was like, last thing I want to do is stress mom. I never wanted to give moms more gray hair, but I got a little upset. I was like, when pops passed away, again, I was away. My mom's did what I guess is the right thing to do. You don't question people from that generation. She called up my pops' brothers and said, here's his things. That's kind of crazy. You don't really hear about that no more happening, right? Motherfuckers are real possessive now. That's mine. That's yours. I bought it. I got the receipt. I gave it to whatever, all that shit. But she gave him all the stuff to my pops. So he had a bunch of different arms, man. And so since he didn't have a permit for him, boom, get popped. 45. When I was in middle school, he got popped with a 45. Came back before I got to high school, but when I was starting high school, got caught with a shotgun. And then he didn't come back until I was engaged to my wife. That would have been like 6 years. So he went to the federal detention centers and got thrown out. Got thrown out to the border, and he would come right back with the coyote. It's a different time. You can't cross over. So I do have some firsthand experience. We'll be talking about tonight. Buenos dias. That's right, my boy. Salabo 831. It's the air I'm breathing, cabron. It's the soil I'm standing on. It's the air I'm breathing, man. No, it's a God morning, cabron, to you. La gente pasa para estar iguales. For a long time, Mexico didn't have a middle class, bro. A long time, Mexico was all labor, man. The hacienda system, the caste system in Mexico was the rich got richer, the poor got poor, and the gente needed a Robin Hood, man. So with the haciendas, it's kind of like the fucking companies that run the world pretty much now. You know, they push money, they push through money, their influence, and people wanted to come over here just to have a middle class life, bro. That's crazy, but it's the truth. Is it now? That might not be everyone's situation. There might have been people that stayed in Mexico across the border just to work. Shit, acá están agarrando su feria, están jalando acá. Okay, maybe that was their thing. So there's a lot of different situations, but at least to fucking be middle class, bro. Like, hey, comprar una casita. The laws are not the same in Mexico, bro. Isn't the property laws are not the same? I'm telling you, we can compare tit for tat. Tit for, even though the Mexican Constitution is very much like the American, they pretty much almost knocked off about 80% of it. Let's keep that a buck. Okay, if not, and you want to argue it, well, let's pull them both up. It's going to say speech, freedom, pursuit of happiness, liberty, etc. Now, the gun laws over there is different in Mexico, though. It's different in Mexico. Over there, they hand out permits at like very low. The government controls all the firearms in Mexico, where you have to go to after you submit an application, wait maybe for years, and then have a 1% chance to be the application chosen to buy a cohete. Then you got to go down to DF. It's one of the only two gun places you can buy guns in the whole country. The store's in DF. And then they got your ass registered. That's how you control cohetes. Now, obviously, the US looks at it different. The US armed people in order for a tyrannical government to not impose their will on them. Or so it says in the Constitution. I like the Constitution, man. It lets me talk shit on YouTube every day. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Drew Massa. Drew Massa, I seen him last night. Shout out to Drew Massa. I went over there to Karina Powers. She won District 5 Central Committee. And so I went over there to support Karina Powers. Me and the wifey did. The wifey shot some photos. And I seen Drew Massa. I just met him last night, but one of the biggest concert promoters, Gente in Salas, every time those big ass country stars come to the sports complex in Salinas, Drew Massa brought them. Okay, I'm talking about the Carrie Underwood, or I don't even know their names, right? I don't know that much country music. Tennessee whiskey. Um, but it was Drew Mass. I met him last night, and you know what the cabron told me? What the cabron told me? He goes, "Hey, a lot of my workers listen to your podcast, man. Well, I appreciate the fellas over there working with Drew. Drew down. I just gave him a plaqueazo right now. He's Drew down. The people say Salvadorans and Guatemalans and Hondurans and Raza. We have the same DNA of Europe and indigenous DNA. I say the Raza, I say they are Raza because they live off arroz and atole, que I understand where you're coming from, my boy. Um, and I'm not saying you're wrong when you're saying we have the same blood. Shit. I mean, you know, I got the same, keep it a buck, I got the same blood as Alvin. As much as I bump heads with him the last year or two and and was on his bumper and pressed his helmet, I got the same blood as Alvin. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, carnal, and this is just my opinion. Who the fuck am I, right? What I'm saying is that La Raza, generally, the movement of La Raza when it came to the civil rights, okay, here for Chicanos in the United States, we it was pretty much a consensus. O sea, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. It was pretty much understood that it meant la gente mexicana. Now, it's wrong for someone to look at it that way, like, oh, well, what do you mean? Na raza. I keep saying when I refer to it, know how I'm referring to it. But my boy, you got your definition of raza, man. Go with it, my boy. I got your back, cabrón. Don't trip. I got your back. You know what I mean? The only ones we weed out of the pendejos way. You know what I mean? The ones that are causing unity. Uh, well, he's gone already, the divider in chief. But then the banda world, I got my eye on the banda world because that motherfucker over there is just like every day the caption is a fucking race war. You want to know who's starting more race wars on YouTube? Fuck, 100% is the banda world, man. That motherfucker will start any war for $1, but I'll hold. Speaking of him, he's in the comment section there. Hater Teletubby. I know Lucky gave him that name. See, we ain't trying to bring up 2024 shit, gente. We're gonna leave 2024 where it's at, but the history is the history. To the youngsters, you know, that barely jump in on YouTube, the YouTube yada and shit like that. Know your history, cabrones, all right? Know your history. Then you'll know how to deal with different motherfuckers, right? But he says, hey, I have an F rated. Hater, he has about 300 on that. What was it called? 559 trophies. This is public record. Okay, people, you're shitting on the banda world because call him the king of the border, and I mean, you know, he's from the deep south. What I'm saying is that there's actual 300 Yelp reviews that say I didn't get my merchandise that I ordered and paid for, and then people wonder, well, wait a second, then he moved, he's not there no more, and he rebranded. It's not. I guess someone has sent me some clips. I guess he used to go under another name, and when he started YouTube, and he started YouTube like fuck. Like there's clips of him like 2012 on YouTube. So I was actually working two jobs in 2012, like barely seeing my family, just coming home at night and doing man shit for a lot of years. You know, I paid my dues, man. I paid. They see the glory, but they don't know the story. They think a motherfucker was born in it. Hey, but real quick, going back to this one, atole. I just learned when my father-in-law came, maíz and maiseca, they're two different things. Maíz is pure vegetable. Maiseca, so this is so when you see the ladies, the Mexicana, you know, the women cooking tamales and shit like that, making atole. If they're using maíz, it's gonna taste good, man. It's gonna taste good. If they're using maicena, that's maíz processed. Just know the difference, man. You know the difference. A lot of people, shit, man. When you go to a gas station, you know, 95% of it is fucking ultra processed food. That shit, all it's doing is clogging arteries, feeding diabetes, and promoting heart failure. It's crazy shit, man. I'm a Chicano and I co-star saying exactly, Los. Don't ever think, bro, because again, you know, like I told Chicano State of Mind the other day on IG, you know what I mean? I've been in a couple of YouTube guerras, man. I didn't want to get into the guerras, but I got into some guerras, and I have no grudge in my heart, bro. I don't hold shit in my heart, bro. Not to nobody, especially the raza, bro, especially brown people. Forget about that, bro. You can forget about that. So they don't need a co-signing, bro. They're among us. They're right here. You know what I mean? This was Mexico, obviously, first, but we ain't gonna count out that group, just like we ain't gonna count out Boricuas, just like we ain't gonna count out Cubanos. I mean, it's simple, bro. You know. So yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to everyone, man. And Kyle tonight, bro. Kyle tonight to the immigration town hall real quick, Los. Kyle tonight, man. You got a voice. Would love to hear it. I can only have a maximum of 10 people. I might be rotating people every uh, uh 5 minutes. If anyone wants to voluntarily leave, if we get to 10, because I can only hold 10 on the screen, it's gonna be like Hollywood Squares and shit. back in the day when I was a kid, 80s. And the thing about us Capricorns is we're more patient than a motherfucker. But I'll be honest with you, where I got my patience from was being a runner as a teenager, sitting in cars for hours. You know what I mean? Because the moves were being made, but at certain times, come on, there's a season for everything. You're not privy to being in the room. That taught me patience. On top of that, being a Capricorn, shit, it's just oozing out now. OG Pookie, what up, pimp? Man, I was just watching OG Pookie, King Baba Louie's, Kev Max, King Baba Louie tribute last night. But from 10, I didn't want to, I didn't think I was going to watch the whole thing because it's 10:30, and usually I'm out by 10. But it was so good. It was 35 minutes. I watched the whole thing, man. I actually gave Kev Mac another super thanks. That's where after the video, you could send another 99 cents. Just send some love. You know what I mean? You can send some love, whatever amount is in your heart. I sent him a super thanks, man. A couple dollars. I was like, man, thank you for that. But he just passed away, man. And he was someone that had a lot of history in the urban community in LA, being with Raymond Washington, uh, being with all the first West Side Crips, and then breaking off from that. So he knew all of the founders on the blue side, and then he broke off from them. And guess what? Made Pyru Street. What a trip, man. He's an interesting guy. And then they were arguing when the term blood came about, right? Real quick. Before we get we're shooting the shit anyways. Gracias Chanate. There were so it was Campanella, what's his name? Giacomo, another OG. He started Campanella. Or he was there when it started, or second gen. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I want to say he was in the video Triple OG Summer Vacation. That's why I want to say everyone that was there was a founder. That's all I want to say. So Giacomo, he said, no, we were saying blood on the street in 72, 73. And AC Moses, King Baba Louie, told him, that's not true. He said, we made that word. Administration gave us that word because of how we started identifying ourselves in YTS, which is like a camp, like the one I go to every month, talk to the youngsters. It's like a camp. That's like a YTS where I go. It's more security, more barbed wire, more fucking gates to go through than it would be the normal juvenile hall. The normal juvenile hall is like a little Disneyland and shit. So that he said, so we just stopped. We said, you know what? We stopped saying cuz we're in different buildings. There were so many of them. One cat, he said his name was Billy Oliver Oscar. I remember from I think he said Bounty Hunter. He said this dude had to walk through like 2 buildings to talk to AC Moses. And he did it like every other day. And every time he ran like 5 fades. He was saying that dude had more heart than, but anyways, OG Pookie's in the casa. That's right, my boy. Oh my whack. Let's not forget. Yeah. I came on here real quick and I said I need Velas way. I need Velas. There's levels. I'll say it in English. There's levels to shit, man. So the king of the border, he just wants numbers and this and that and thinks it's somebody, right? With 4'11" and shit like that. The beard makes it look a little bit weird, man. You might want to check Megan's Law. But anyways, and then being with another caliber individual who will chew your ass up, man. 5 ways from Sunday. I mean, just like when Wack got on the phone with Drex the Joint, that made things even worse. Now he's got more content against him. The youngster needs the turn off his phone, man. He needs to turn off his phone, man. But anyways, I saw a super chat right here. Petro Chico's in the casa. I can't use maps and watch at the same time. Thank you for the content. I appreciate you, my boy. Gracias for the super chat, man. We appreciate you right here on Chicano Streetway. Hey, gracias, man. Tune in tonight for the Immigration Town Hall, Chico. And if you want to tap in, man, I'm going to be dropping the link in the comment section, my boy. I appreciate you, man, sipping some chanata with me. Thank you, my boy. The heavyweight champ just stepped in the building right now, unapologetically, with the belt on his shoulder. I think the heavyweight champ wants a bare knuckle fight, man. I think he really wants to, after the last fight and the little diddly dally tactics happening from the other side. People send me screenshots. He's just commenting on other videos. Oh, talking old shit, bringing up old shit, huh? Damn, still going. But I hope. It's gonna be 6 o'clock. Way I'm gonna be coming back from Aptos. I hope I don't catch traffic. And I'm not gonna catch traffic. I'm just declaring it now. So let me get that thought out of my mind. 6 o'clock, my boy. ICE raided my warehouse. They took off. Hey, is that what happened? So is that the story for the 300 shirts, way? The 300 shirts you didn't deliver, it was ICE. I don't doubt it that they took a lot of our cuetes. Some of them had lasers. Pops always had like the ones that were made of clam handle. Man, Pops had some nice ones, man. A nice one. I remember he had a Dirty Harry, and it was actually a 22. And it was funny because it had like a little. It had why did it have a little? I'm not that much of a gun expert. Maybe there's a gun expert in the chat. Why did it have a little orange like marker at the tip of the barrel? It was like a little orange marker at the tip of the barrel, but for sure it was a 22, but it looked like a Dirty Harry. I had to use it for a couple weeks until he asked, and then I got to put it back, man. Pookie and this motherfucker, what up? What up with it? You already know what it is, man. Shout out to Kev Mac. Hey, Kev Mac was one of the first two channels that I subscribed to. When I jumped on Kev Mac video, because I've been on his live stream channel, I could have retired from this shit. You know what I mean? I'm like my favorite channels, and I'm already rocking with them. Shit, man, it's all good. Shut up. Oh man, purest thing YouTube ever had, man. She's gone, man. Hell yeah, appreciate it. That's right, my boy. Yeah, tap in tonight. Wait, I might be way behind in the comments, but it is what it is. News is doing damage, control fire. So he's got. Gente, he's not even in office, perrio. People are giving the insurance companies a bad rap, man. People that are insurance agents, they're shitting on them. They're looking, your brother-in-law's an insurance agent, and they're looking at him like fucking hustler, swindler. Gente, don't forget this, man. Insurance companies are independent businesses. They're independent businesses. Just like they left in Florida because they weren't doing anything about to prevent hurricanes. They finally, during 46's administration, said, hey, you've neglected all of our, infrastructure upgrades or just maintenance. And since you did, we will be taking our business elsewhere. That's what it is, man. The insurance companies, they're hustlers. They did this. They're trying to make money. No. Almost 30% of insurance companies' budget is analysis. 30% is analysis. Now, do they make a lot of money? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But what I'm saying is that it's run like any other business. So if they left California, they're gone. So don't shit on the fucking cousin or the prima because she's an agent and shit like that. Just know that, man. But as far as he goes, hey, I was in me and the Miss Chicano Tube. We went to 2 open California rallies at the Capitol. 2 badass rallies too, man. The food is off the hook. It was a vibe, man. It was a fucking vibe, man. And we seen a big ass trailer. It was like a 50, 60. It was a no. Well, I think the 18-wheeler ones are what, 32? No, 53, huh? It looked like a 53, man. And it had his cara, I mean, looking like either a lizard or just a slippery dude, man. A slippery dude, man. This dude doesn't get a haircut. This dude gets an oil change on his pinchy hair. Straight up. So, yeah, I don't like that dude. And the people that are blindly saying, yeah, fuck it, we can't wait, 2 more years and vote for him again. He's going to do the same thing, man. For a fish, we got 24 people that have died. For a fish, we got the whole waters of the northern continent flowing from Canada and diverted it to go into the ocean. For a fish, we have dams that are supposed to help us in times of emergencies that are bone dry. Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, the valley of dry bones. But I hope. I'm good, G. Okay, I'm glad you're doing good, my boy. It is we're going in the third week of 2025. Just keep hustling, wait. Don't stop, cabron. Whatever the fucking passion is, work on that at nighttime. Work on it on the weekend. Get the night classes. Get it going, my boy. They're giving money away, man, to start businesses here. They are. And then with the tax code's gonna get, people don't even remember when 45 had a desk and had like fucking 20 books, about 6 inches thick each one. And he was grabbing them like the movie Top Gun Maverick, and he was throwing them in the garbage cans. Boom! And he grabbed another one. Boom! When they cut taxes, bro, when they get the tax off the overtime, the Social Security, imagine 100% removing income tax from 50 states. Again, there's a lot of red tape and legislation. Just know when a motherfucker proposes it, though, he has good intentions. That it gets shut down because of politics, well, that is what it is. Bigfoot's in the casa right there. Buenos días, Mikey. Espero tu viernes vaya bien. Que Dios te bendiga. I appreciate it. Dios te bendiga, güey. No, todo está bien, güey. Imagínate, güey. Soy bendecido nomás porque amanecí, güey. Serio. First thing I think of when I open my eyes is boom, gracias, señor. That was a habit from todos esos años, güey. There's certain habits that you still don't get rid of. Like I'm still OCD on cleaning. I still wipe down the sink. I still, of course, I'm not gonna do that when I'm going visiting people, clients. Come on, I have that much awareness también, but it's a trip, man. OCD. Like when people eat, oh man, chewing with your mouth open around me, chewing with that bugs me, man. That bugs me, man. So, you know, what else, man? OCD cleaning is probably my biggest one, man. OCD cleaning. Las mujeres te rayas con someone like that. Making the bed and everything. And I guess a lot of men just get home from the grind 10, 12 hours and shit. And pues, they don't want to lift a finger, man. Jump in the shower and grab a cold one. And Karen Bass got NorCal and Mexico. Damn, man. You wanted to mention Karen Bass, cabron. She's on damage control.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today?
Can you back up, please? Appreciate it.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today?
That's what happens when you're groomed politically, way. Groomed politically. I'm going in that direction already, gente. I figured if I really want to move the needle and help the raza, I'm gonna have to be deep in that shit. Cajones deep in that shit. So I'm going that way into politics, man. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna put on the internet. I ain't gonna do no Alvin, lift my hand and then get fired. That ain't gonna happen. But I know it's really gonna help the raza, man. Because now our voice, which is the voice of the people who elect you, is being heard. And that's a lot of people, man. Each district got thousands of people, man. 20, 30,000 constituents. I'm leaning toward it, man. Again, you just got to be very transparent. That's the key, man. Transparency is the key, man. Integrity, keeping your word, palabra. That's it. That'll give you longevity, man. Trump going to sign a bill that the fathers that pay child support get tax refunds, not the mothers. You see all these new ideas? Hey, there's all kinds of content coming out, man. The reporters are fucking drooling already. Because it's not going to be like Weekend at Bernie's, where you're just going to put a press secretary. He's going to want, with his morning chanate, talk to people. Now, again, however you see the fucking president, that's on you, man. Who you voted for I can give two shits about. You should give two shits about someone trying to fucking get inside your voter, your little booth where you're voting, and look at who you're voting for. The people that got their feelings and blocked people and all that, get a life, man. Get a life off this internet. But I hope. They're paying child support, but who claims the tax credits? Who claims the tax credits? Don't forget this, something. This tax shit is a foreign concept. That shit came from Europe. Ronald Reagan said he wanted to shut down the IRS, and he knew exactly where it came from. Because a lot of coming out of the 70s, a lot of the Democratic movement that got a lot of fucking wind, and the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, the red wave, the red movement got a lot of wind because they had Reagan in office and shit. And he wanted to remove taxes. People act like, oh, that can't happen. No, you just don't know, my boy. It's a foreign concept that they take some of your money, but cover it up and, well, let's fix the roads, fix this. Okay, I understand that. But they can come up with another system to take care of that. I'm sure we can. We're intelligent. We're an intelligent civilization, man. Millionaires being made right now. I seen Josh Altman, man, luxury real estate agent. Josh Altman, the Altman brothers. These guys have sold the majority of the houses in the Palisades. I seen him saying they're selling a lot of people. His fucking phone is blowing up right now. They're selling the Palisades dirt. Those families realize even if they rebuild, what are they going to do? Move back in there into a neighborhood full of ashes? He's saying that the Palisades clients are telling him, and again, he sold a lot of those houses. This is a luxury real estate agent, Josh Altman of the Altman brothers, multiple offices, but they operate out of Beverly Hills and Santa Monica. And I think they have an Orange County office. He's saying they all want to go to OC now. All the people in the Palisades are looking to buy in Orange County right now. And he also confirmed over 80% of them did not have any fire insurance. Over 80. So I know people want to say, wow, Mikey, tienen un chingo de feria and shit like that. Well, I mean, that's not our business. How is that our business? I mean, I don't like that socialist shit where where they want to cap how much you earn. You want that? In those countries, you have to work for the government. That's the only job you have. But I'll hope. What's your thoughts on the drones and the WAP issue and Hannity? Bro, they know what those drones are about, bro. They know what whoever those drones are coming from. You want to know my theory on where those drones are being sent to surveil? Because that's surveillance right there. It's from the own government, 46 right now. I think Norby's said something that it just went right over their heads, man. It just went right over their heads when Norby said this. And then we're going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes. I got to go, Hunter. I'll wrap it up at 11. When Norby said, oh, they're going to show you. They're going to make you feel why you didn't vote for them. I'm going to say that again. Because you didn't vote for them, they are going to make you feel it. Middle finger and tu pinche cara. The same people they say they're for the people, the same people that want the black and brown vote are going to shit on you. And because time is a healer of a lot of shit, time will go by and in 4 years they'll come back and ask you for the vote. But I hope. Invest in Archer Aviation. Órale. I send my Salinero. That's right. Watsonville's in the building. I'm going to be in your area, cabrón. I got to go to Aptos. Voy a ir a Driftwood Court. No me vas a creer, pero I don't really put it out there. I don't pon mi trabajo and shit like that because then people are going to be like, fucking Mikey. his shit don't stink, and he thinks his. When you come from nothing, you appreciate everything, man. That's always been my mentality. So I'm never gonna put shit out there, but I'll let you know a little bit of some business right now. La casa vale 2.6, way. La pinche casa vale 2.6, man. And it's, of course, it's not my first propiedad. That's Oceanside. So go over there. It'll be quick. It'll be in and out. You know, again, when you deal con abogados and doctors, way, they are driver personalities. You better get straight to the point. If you even fluff for a second, you're done. Because they don't want you wasting their time. Driver personalities are fucking a trip, man. And most of them are lawyers and doctors. Christianity is a foreign concept. I was like, okay, risky business tonight. Well, hey, I appreciate you, cabron. You're gonna jump on tonight. The link will be in the chat, cabron. Let's talk about it. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure how it's gonna go as far as I know it's gonna be like Hollywood Squares Clubhouse, but I'm saying as far as pulling up clips, video, etc. The time is gonna be short. I mean, it's just there's so much to talk about, bro. But join tonight, way. If you do, Kyle way. It's gonna be a good one, man. We got different viewpoints. Hey, some people fuck that, this and that, and abolish ICE, and maybe someone else over here saying deport them all. I don't know. And both are giving facts, and hopefully only facts and not feelings. And if it turns into a shouting match, I'm gonna mute everybody. I'll mute everybody. People forget there's a mute button. Everyone's muted. And we're going to make sure we establish certain things, man. Because, Monday's the inauguration, and motherfuckers wouldn't give a shit who's in political office, to keep it a buck, if you didn't have this cabron who's a multi-hotel billionaire and made Mike Tyson all his riches and had his hotel the mecca of boxing before Las Vegas ever was the mecca of boxing. And that's how I remember him. But people get mad, huh? Christianity is foreign concept. When you say that, it's the how do I say it? The negative connotation in what you said is the word foreign. So you're saying that nothing overseas is good? Foreign, that's the negative in that statement. That Christianity, on how it came to me, the story of Jesus. Well, God knows how that story came into my life and what it's done with, respectfully with. You know what I mean? But one thing I don't do is shit on people's religions. There's thousands in the world. Here on YouTube, I think that's you want to kick off a riot and shit on someone's religion. You know what I mean? But I'll hold. But got it tonight. Wait, they moving to Newport Beach. Remember those cigarettes? I about 3 doors down where I grew up had a Samoan family. And they smoke nothing but menthols, man. I knew I could never hit them up for a frajo because they only had menthols, man, Newports, you know? And I was like, damn, it's like fresh breath and a cigarette at the same. I couldn't understand the concept, man. Maybe someone will tell me what menthols was the whole thing behind menthol cigarettes back in the day. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. 4 minutes. Over 90% of job growth in California came from the government. Crazy, straight up communism. When it becomes when you believe, people were talking about they should ban the commercials. A lot of this shit that promotes el gobierno, way. También como las pastillas. They should, in other countries, they banned commercials talking about pastillas. People didn't know. Los doctores les pagan cada receta que te dan para pastillas. You go with them with 9 problems, you're going to get 9 pastillas. And so I'm trying to search out more natural remedies. But it's crazy, bro. Yeah, California, people are leaving, bro. They've been leaving, bro. They've been leaving. Ahorita tengo a oceanside condo. An oceanside condo. Par de doctores. You know where they're at? They're in Texas. Se amargaron un poquito porque un güey pendejo, he couldn't do the job. I got a hold of him. Guess what? It's done. They move, man. They want their dollars to get stretched, man. It's crazy. They move from Pennsylvania to cheek. Imagine they pull up. Hey, they pull up in Docker shorts, fucking pink Docker shorts, pink polo shirts. They have like fucking scarves on their necks. Trevor, you know, and his wife and beautiful children, and they pull up the chicas. Two low riders in the front of the neighborhood. Bald head. Oh man, that's Chicano Street, gente. Yeah, every city has a Chicano Street. Job growth since COVID. Orale. Aptos, Homer Brands, Tina's, Britney's, and Taylor's. I'll be over there today, cabron. Straight up. Yeah. That one, that 2.6 is there, and the condo's there. You know, the trip about the condo is, they're basically, you can classify them as second homes or rental properties. And the percentage, the property management company will just take a percentage and manage the whole thing, clean it, rent it, Airbnb, schedule it, customer service, and it's making money for you while you're away. The only thing is, my clients got so mad at the shit that's happening in California. They're willing to take an L as far as what the original buying price was, because they're like, Mikey, get this shit out of my fucking hands, please. Sure. I'll just do what I do best, man. I know my shit. I know the drones are ours, but I know the UAPs are not human origin. Well, they already told us, bro. It's within the last 3-4 years, they told us there's UFOs. The government has had UFOs, spaceships inside a program started about 55, I think. Bro, why did they tell us right now? Is because the people right now, there's so much media consuming us. We were just going to keep scrolling by it. But I hope. Chicano too. That's right. Kimosabe's in the casa, cabrón. Pinche Santa Muerte skull right there, la chingada. That's right, my boy. What's the role? The rollo. What's the get down? The wildfires were set up. Laughing my ass off. I mean, I don't want to downplay Kimosabe and just be like, pues a pinches casas, $10 million homes. People ain't hurting that bad. That's kind of fucking takes the human element out of it. It shouldn't matter what kind of financial situation. Help is help. But I get it when people say, well, if the barrio was burning down, when anyone ever cut a check to us, I get it. I get it. I like to be objective. I keep shooting the shit way. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I gotta go over there to the Santa Cruz, the area of Santa Cruz. Some people are getting arrested behind mistaken identity. These puercos are playing with ICE raids again. In the last 4 years, we'll talk about it tonight. Wait, join tonight. The people that are commenting right now, I got a lot. You don't even have to show your face, audio. Just when you join on, it's like a Zoom. You'll have the microphone button and the video button. Click off the video button, and you'll only see the microphone button green. And your avatar, just make sure you got a, well, you don't have to, but upload an avatar, you know what I mean? For whatever you want to represent or whoever you are. And let's talk about it tonight, man. But in 4 years, they only want to start talking about these raids a few weeks before transition of power. You don't think that's a coincidence? I hope. Jesus and Trumpito shouldn't be mentioned in the same sense. Damn, man, Timon DeVille. I get it, way. I get it, because people have their fucking convictions. A lot of it has to do with what we see on TV. A lot of motherfuckers went to college and got groomed that way. Or a lot of people were fed it through their parents, right? Because you're naturally kind of gravitate toward, all the boys want to be who their dad is. And one of the root issues of most of the gangbangers that I talk to in the juvenile hall every month and in the camps every month is the fucking father's not there, man. So there's a lot of core issues, man. But as far as looking at who the president is, let's keep it real, Timo. No one ever gave a fuck, man. If they wouldn't have been term limits and 44 and 43 would have still been in office another 2 terms, no one would have gave a fuck. I'm just pointing out little things, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to be objective way, you know what I mean? This is Chicano Tube way. This is the Raza's platform. Imagine if I was just one way, shoving shit down your throat. Bam, bam, bam. It has to be this. Boom, 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 boom. Then how am I going to reach the people? How are we going to have that conversation that's going to better the raza? Saludos, Mikey. You hear about the fires in Monterey lithium plant? Yeah, they're saying that they're inhaling metal weight. That's crazy. But they got it under control, man, because over there, they got systems really good, man. Karina Power, Central Committee, District 5, we're celebrating last night. She's right there. She lives right next to City Hall, a block away. You know what I mean? She started right here from the Alisal district, walking her parents with Cesar Chavez. Now look at her. God is good, man. You listen to the brother Brian Trejo from Kingdom Music. I haven't. I'm not up on game, cabron. We do a got bars every 2 weeks. Be on the lookout for the next one, man. And then people drop it in the chat. Of course, I already have my music on Who's Hot. And we're just gonna stay with rap, man, because then it'll be all over the place, and we'll never have a consistent series of one genre. So I don't want to be jumping around fucking freestyle reggae. On God Bars is only rap. If you got bars, you're gonna be on God Bars, and that's gonna grow. We're gonna keep that show permanently, so that can grow, and we'll start rating these rappers. But I think Raza, the food community, got it right. Lefty Gunplay, bar level 5. Bar level 5, and Icon said, "Hey." Even Icon had to admit it, right? He even said, "Hey, man, don't freestyle." Okay. Oh man, I gotta keep it pushing. I gotta keep it pushing. Seascape. The condo's a Seascape Resort Drive. The condo is Seascape Resort Drive. There's different square footages, man. Some of them are like quaint, 500 square feet. Some are bigger. You can go 1,200 square feet. People book them as a destination. They go, they chill, and imagine the view way. You're looking at the ocean way. It's like waking up in Cabo. And the market, you really have to know the market. Or else, como te dije, like I'm going to go talk to the other one on Driftwood, the guy didn't know the market and didn't want to shoot him straight. Chueco a la chingada. Sometimes when you're too nice, you think it's helping you, but it's hurting you. You need to be direct and straight to the point, and people appreciate that. Well, driver personalities especially. Then there's amiable personalities. The expressives don't stop talking. Study those 4 personalities on YouTube. Watch one video, man, and you'll level yourself up in order to how to really tap into people. Like break all the barriers, guards. Boom. Are the raids going to stop them when Trump comes in? So what I'm hearing, we're talking about tonight at 6:00. What I'm hearing is a systematic implementation of what's going to take place. Systematic. And then obviously, then there's how are they going to prioritize that? That information's still coming out. But I mean, we already got 4 years of the fucking dude, man. We got tail of the tape on how he fucking threw 4 years of chingazos. So there's a lot of transparency, bro. It's just, but people will shit on him, it don't matter, you know what I mean? He'll do DACA, boom, give them all amnesty, almost 2 million people, citizens, boom, done. Hasn't been done in 40 years, boom, done. And then the next day, they'll take a shit on him. If the motherfucker's helping you up from falling off the cliff, fuck whose hand that is, grab that motherfucking hand, man. The raza knows what's up. I know Blue Devil spine is messed up. I heard about a forklift accident. Is that what it was, Way? A forklift accident? That means he can't fight, bro. He can't fight, bro. If his back is messed up, literally he's a punching bag. And I'm not clowning. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Kimosabi. God, I don't pinche Kimosabi. Hey, Kimosabi, join tonight. You guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Join tonight. I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Emergency immigration town hall meeting tonight on Chicano Tube, you guys. Up to 10 people. Trust me, there'll be plenty to talk about. I really just want your opinions, and I really want to find out what's happening in your neck of the woods. And let's put some context into it, because next Monday, the media fucking storm starts, and all of a sudden, these outlets that have been just starving for content are gonna come back to life. New York this and New York that, and it's all good, man. You know, freedom of information. Fuck it. There will be more ice race. Ponte trucha. This ain't born in East LA no more. Way, come on. Hey, jump in the piñata. Hey, Mexicanos, we're vivos, man. Shit. A güero wouldn't think to jump in the piñata, huh? The güero would be like, what desk am I gonna go in? What closet? And the fucking Mexicano, we're so vivos, way. We fucking cut a piñata and a couple motherfuckers got away like that. You're good at that. We'll find out tonight at 6. Let's not tap dance, cabrón. Let's take the gloves off and bare knuckle tonight at 6 o'clock. Wait. Okay, I appreciate it, man. Project Blue, damn it. Waiting for Marvelous to come on. Mi Chicano hermano, he's gonna come on. He's gonna come on real soon, man. I was tapping in last night. All right, you guys, I'm out. Live on Chicano Tube. Live on Chicano Street. Beautiful Linda Raza, man. Hit that like on your way out. I'll see you at the town hall. Immigration. Emergency immigration town hall meeting happening tonight. I'll see you there. The link will be in the chat multiple times for you to tap in. Audio, video, you could just do audio. If you just want to say something, you could just come in for a minute. I'll leave it up. It's open to the people. This is the people's channel. Don't ever get that twisted. All right, you guys, I'm out. In the end, all you got is the memories.